I've got over 550 students in my program alone, but I've been in over 5 other programs. So if you total all that, it's close to 10,000 people in this business model that I've been able to observe, because I watch what they post. I watch the questions they ask on these lives. I watch the negative comments. I observe this stuff. And so that's where I'm pulling this from. And by the way, some of the things we're going to cover today are some of the things that were holding me back when I wasn't doing anything and it just wasn't clicking, and I felt like it was never going to work. But here's what I want to do really quick as we get started is I want to know, what do you want to be able to do with passive income? What is the thing that you want to be able to do? And that's why you're here. Okay, let me give you an example. And I want you guys to comment, and I'm going to choose a couple, give away some swag. For me, when I started this, I wanted to be able to travel the world. Okay, I know it's a little cliche, but I'm telling you, like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, it wasn't as cliche. You didn't see all these bloggers at near as much. And I was like, dude, I can't believe there's certain people that are like travel. I wanted to be able to travel the world. I wanted to be able to make enough money that I could buy a supercar. I wanted to be able to take my family with me. And I wanted to literally be able to do it on my time when I felt like doing it. Okay. And I had control. That was what I envisioned when I started, is travel and not just get by. So some of these people like,
I'm going to be a solopreneur
and I'm barely going to make enough money. I love Tim Ferriss, and that book's a great book, but like, I'm not really interested in spending less. I want to spend more. I want to spend way more. I want to go to all the hotels that are ridiculous. Like this hotel I'm going to in St. Lucia, dude. It's like, my wife told me when we first met each other that she wanted to go to this. It was like one of her places she wanted to go. $2,500 a night for one night. It's like, how much are we actually going to sleep, dude? 8 hours? It's $2,500 a night. I don't want to just go find a bungalow and a freaking casita and be like, oh, I'm killing it in Bali, dude. Screw that, dude. I want to be in the 5-star eating the A5 Wagyu and not have to think about it, but be able to travel with my family at the same time. So I am curious. Not all of you guys have to have that vision, but what do you guys want to do? Are some of you guys, I want to go and live off the grid and not have to deal with the city and I can make money from anywhere? Do you want to become a pastor? I met with somebody about a week ago, phenomenal human being, and that's like, eventually they're going to become a pastor. And I'm like, dude, respect. I think that's really cool, but they don't have to worry about money. Dude, I remember years ago, I was sitting in this meeting. I was doing door-to-door sales, and my manager, he was making good money. He might have been like making $500,000 a year. Like now looking back at it, knowing the numbers and everything, maybe not, maybe like 300-400 grand, but that was like in his pocket. And I remember one meeting, he's like, just out of curiosity, like, do you guys like look at prices on groceries at the store? And I was like, what's this douchebag talking about? Like, of course I do, bro. Freaking looking at the peanut butter, dude. Which one's on sale? Is it Jif or Skippy, dude? Dude, straight up. And I was so like, I'm like, what is this guy even talking about? And he's like, I have not looked at a price of something at a grocery store in years. And he was just trying to paint a picture and be like, guys, we got to start making more money because those are things that you shouldn't have to worry about. And we finally got to a point where, and we're not stupid, we're not going to spend more just to spend more, but it is so nice to be like, hey, we feel like going to Disneyland, and this is what I'm doing. I wanted to take the family to Disneyland. We haven't been in a minute. So literally a couple days ago, I went on, didn't tell my wife, didn't tell my kids, booked a trip, leaving tomorrow, going to go to Disneyland Friday, Saturday, fly home Sunday. And it was really, the hotel prices were kind of bad. You know, they're expensive. The ticket prices were bad. The flights that we wanted conveniently were not cheap. I just did it because I'm like, that's what I want to do. And it feels, that's the move. And like the Thanksgiving. Anyway, it unlocks another level of life. And I'm not saying that arrogantly because you guys know I was the guy. And that's why I put the picture up, guys. You guys see the picture? That photo that I put up, that was in 2017. I went to that time of my life. That year, I was saying no to all kinds of vacations, including the year before. I was saying no to every vacation. I'm like, I just can't justify. We can't go to Disneyland. I have the $60,000 in debt. I'm not going to be one of those guys. And I was saying no to all these vacations. That was the one that I remember that year. And I think we went to Lake Powell, which again cost me nothing other than gas. So that one, I'm like, okay, we can drive to Phoenix. My brother-in-law had a timeshare and he had multiple units. And I remember at the end of it, he was like, you guys don't have to pay. And I was like, bro, I'm going to pay you. I'm too prideful. He's like, no, you don't have to pay. And I was so freaking grateful because I didn't want to add to that 60K, but I couldn't hold my family off on vacation. That was like the only vacation, one of 2 vacations I went on in 2018, dude. And it was like driving down, going to a free timeshare, going to the pool all day. We would go shopping. I wouldn't buy anything. We'd go to dinner. We would find the cheapest thing on the menu, always the chicken. And then just drive our little heinies there and back and just hope that we could get there. Like it was so freaking tight, dude. And it sucks, man.